Dan, a point today. Your thoughts on the results?
Yeah, well, it's nice to get a point from the league. Obviously, it's been a few games since we got our last point against Cardiff, but actually really disappointing we didn't get all 3 points in a game which I felt, apart bar 10 minutes in the second half, I thought we were in control of it, and we just didn't get the ball into the net.
That result today obviously now confirms the relegation for London Bees. Your initial reaction to that news?
Yeah, it's really sad to go down to a club like London Bees. Obviously, we want to be pushing towards the top of the table and going into the Championship. That's our aim over the next few years. So yeah, it's obviously a massive bump in the road on that side of things. But hopefully, with a good pre-season recruitment as well over the summer, we can push into the next season as well.
Obviously, you yourself only came into the season about halfway through, and maybe there'll be some time to reflect on the season for yourself. But your initial thoughts on what is it that went wrong for us this season?
The morale of the team has been down for most part of the season. They had a very difficult start with a few players leaving as well, even throughout the season, and many injuries. It always creates difficulties. Since I've taken over, there's still 5 players which I actually haven't seen train simply because they've been injured the whole time. So when you're trying to bring in a core, try to create a style of play, but the players, you're starting from scratch midway through the season, it makes it very difficult because you're doing your pre-season in November, and it makes it very difficult. And then when I did come in, we had one game in 2.5 months, so we had a really big gap, and it made it difficult to really get into the stride of things. But look, we've done our best. We've given our all. If you look at the passion of the players today, they gave everything. We just couldn't get that ball in the net.
A few more games left of the season. How is that now going to look for you and the group? What will be the preparations going into those last few games?
We're going to prepare for every game as the best as we can. Still, we're going to make sure that we get our heads up. We're planned. We're ready. Tactically, we're set up in the right ways, trying to get the best results, and go out with pride as much as we can, and see if we can pick up a few more points within those few games. So maybe catch some of the other teams out and take something off them. So that'll be nice as well.
With the news, obviously, after that result tonight, can the work for next season begin now?
Yeah, absolutely. The players, they're here. Some of them are going to want to push on to the next season as well. So it's now, making sure that they're earning their stripes too. And hopefully that, we can gain enough players to come and support the ones that are really pushing on and to give us the best push to get back up next season.
Dan, thank you for your time.